Stadium here at Dracut High School. 1-0 Dracut Middies against the 1-1 Whittier Wildcats. Max Preps is wrong. You can't play Cathedral Matignon co-op once and get it counted for 2 losses. Dracut last weekend went down to Boston English High School and New Mission High School in a co-op program. Were defeated 38-0 by this Middies team. Now for the introduction of captains.
Between the visiting Wildcats of Whittier Technical High School and your Dracut High School Middies. This evening's game is being played under the rules of the MIAA. Please remember that high school athletics are meant to be a positive experience for all. We ask that everyone please practice good sportsmanship by respecting all players, officials, coaches, and spectators at all times. Violators are subject to ejection from the facility. We thank you for your cooperation. Additionally, we remind all fans to please keep our bleachers and concourse areas free of any trash. There are barrels located throughout the facility. Please throw away all of your trash and do not litter. We thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we invite the captains for each team to midfield for the opening coin toss. The Whittier Wildcats are coached by Kevin Bradley, and your Dracut Middies are coached by Jermaine McKenzie. At this time, we ask that everyone please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem, live by your Dracut High School Marching Middies.
Captains return to midfield to continue the coin toss. It was, we got a little out of order here this evening. The handshake line commences. Captains for the visiting Whittier Wildcats. Number 1, Nick Elamzar. Number 10, Richard DeChico. Number 13, Giorgio Gildasis. Number 77, William King. Your Middies captains this year are number 1, Andre Boras. Number 8, Jaden Sanchez. Number 23, Sam Horace. Number 51, Manny Olfali. Number 69, Owen Griswold. And number 77, Drew Richardson. We'll look for a signal as things got a little out of order, and I'm not sure who won the coin toss. It looks like the Middies will kick off as the referee appears to be on the 40-yard line of the track end of the field. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Dracut Access Television, both on the web and through Dracut's educational station, We welcome you this evening to the inaugural home game for the Dracut Middies. The Middies have a string of home games to start the season now that they've gone on the road for their maiden voyage. Dracut is, of course, this year combining with Innovation Charter Academy of Tingsboro, Massachusetts. Just a short ride across the Merrimack River from our campus here in Dracut. And kicking off for the Middies appears to be number 6, Bobby Truong. Back deep to receive number 14 and number 7, I believe. So that would be Almanzar and Jacob Chase. Ball goes to the near side, number 14, Chase picks it up. He's across 30, 35, 40, 45. Knocked out of bounds at about the 44.5-yard line, maybe the 45. Official spot is the 44-yard line. And the 2023 Dracut Middies home football season is ready to go. Middies come out on defense, look to be a base 43, 4 down linemen and 3 linebackers. Now they slide up into a 62 formation, 6 linemen. And we got a ball carry. Number 12 has the ball. He's breaking away, going all the way for the touchdown. No, he's dropped at the 1. No, touchdown. Number 13, Giorgio Gildasis, the senior quarterback for the Whittier Wildcats. PAT pending. So 17 seconds into this game, and we already have the Wildcats lead of 6-0. Whittier, for those who don't know, is from just up 495 in Haverhill. And as you can see from the replay, he just broke through the right-hand side. It kind of looked like a rugby scrum at first, and just managed to get in there before number 23 for the Middies could knock the ball anywhere clear. That was Sam Horace, the captain. Rush number 1 as he cuts up the middle, and he's no good. Middies stop Nick Almanzar at the goal line. He tried to do a little dive play between the guard and tackle and just couldn't find a seam. He tried to stretch it out a little, just wasn't working for him. So the Middies are in a quick 6-0 deficit here at Beaudry Field within the confines of the Dracut Stadium here on the campus of Dracut High School. So this will be the first deficit the Middies have faced this year, having shut out Boston English New Mission last weekend 38-0 down in the city of Boston. I believe that perhaps is the first time the Middies football team has ever trekked into the city of Boston for a game. I could be wrong, but the Middies historians are not on campus. Coach Murphy has passed away. He would be the one man I would expect could have the brass tacks to take a Middies team into Boston to play football. And so the kickoff will come from number 11, Nathan Brown, senior running back and place kicker for the Wildcats. Back deep for the Middies, it appears to be number 3, Bryce Jank Cantam. And we have a penalty immediately. Offsides on the kicking team. That'll kick it back, I believe, 5 yards. Yes, 5-yard penalty. So back deep for the Middies is Andre Boras, the senior running back, 3-year starter for the Middies. And number 3, his fellow, junior wide receiver Bryce Cankamp. We'll do our best until the sun sets a little more. I'm looking straight into the sun here from the press box. Always an adventure. And so now the Wildcats kick off from the 35. They squib kick it up the middle past number 66. Middies fall on it. Fall on it, Middies. They fall on the ball at about the 42-yard line. Number 3, Cam came up from the deep back position to get that. It had gone over number 66's head. That is Joshua Kusser, a down lineman for the Middies. Let's see what the Middies come up with here on offense. As you see, fumbled it away, kicked it over, got lucky there. That's the only way to say it. Anything with 4 defenders around you is pretty good luck. We got a single back set, 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 wide receiver to the left side. We got a whistle again. Jermaine McKenzie they're explaining something to Coach McKenzie. Not quite sure what that is. 11, the wideout is Sean Bozier, the star basketball player for the Middies, who came out in his first attempt at playing football, I'm told. Long pass from number 4 to number 11. Bozier just out of bounds. Ryan Cole overthrows his receiver. He had him. It was going to be a tight pass. I mean, he has at 6'2", I believe, is what he was listed on in the basketball roster against number 12 for Whittier. That's Billy Galvin. Not sure how, not the state auditor, but not the state treasurer, Bill Galvin. Oh, Secretary of State, my mistake. Cole takes it, fakes the handoff, looks again, throws low to Bozier, just short of Bozier. Bozier was at the 40. The ball made it to about the 43, 42 before it fell to the ground. So 11:31 to go. Middies face third and 10 from the 42-yard line. Got to put on my Middies blue hat here to keep the sun out of my eyes for a few more minutes. Cole steps back, he looks, he throws outside to, who is that? Is that number 1? Yes, outside to number 1, Andre Boras with the reception. He gets it out to about the 48-yard line, which is gonna be about a yard short for the Middies. Now I can put my reading glasses back on and look over the top like I'm a little old man. Not a bad pass for the Middies. Bozier's walk to the near side here. Looks taller than any defender out there. And they hand it off right up the middle to Truong, I believe. Robbie Truong gets the first down. He goes from the 48 to about the 46. Just inside the 40. Nope, right on the 46. Gain of about 3. Second and 8 for the Middies, 2nd and 9. And they hand it off again. Looks like Truong up the middle. He gets over the 45, maybe the 44, before he's stopped by a host of Wildcat defenders. They're going to place the ball at the 44-yard line. So now first down marker is at the 37-yard line. And he's at the 44, so we need about 7 more here on 4th down to make it first down. Middies continue to go for it. Mackenzie Collin plays from the 50-yard line. He's standing right on the numbers as he makes that call. Middies stand in shotgun formation. He throws a wide out to number 1, Andre Boras. Boras makes it down to about the 38-yard line. So right, they're going to have to measure this, I think. I don't think they're going to say. And now we've got 3rd down, so apparently the scoreboard is wrong. They're marking it 4th down now, so last down was 3rd down. 2 more receivers. You got a single wide, Bozier to the near side, 2 wide to the left, 2 back set. Cole in the shotgun, quick snap. He runs it up the middle. Truong's going downtown. He's in the side to 10, to about the 8-yard line where he gets a first down. Middies with 10:15 to go here in the first quarter. Let's look at that again, guys. They ran right through the Wildcat defense, I believe. Takes it right up the middle. Nobody touched him. and then he had pay dirt all the way. Little more speed, and he might have gotten into the end zone. Cole takes the snap, shotgun strong again. He's dragged for maybe a loss of one. Looks like they're going to down him at the 10-yard line. Number 40 on the tackle. That's Anthony Madolo, one of the captains for the Wildcats. So it's 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line. We've got multiple lines for lacrosse, soccer, a host of middies sports. Oh, fumble, middies! Cole falls on it. No, ball is still loose, and the Wildcats fall on it just outside the 10 at the 11. Flubbed handoff there. Not sure what you do in that case. Middies were in prime position to score, and they will not. So with 9:26 to go in the first quarter, we're going to have a turnover here, and the Wildcats will take over from about the Middies 12-yard line. 88 yards to pay dirt. Middies have to tighten up that interior defense if they're going to hold the Wildcats from scoring for 2 straight possessions. See what the Middies have. They got 6 down linemen, it looks like. Some stout defensive linemen there. And looks like another rugby scrum type of scenario, similar to what the Middies ran last year, and that scrum takes the ball out past the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Close to a first down, but I believe is going to be short. Middies defender Manny Farley's looking up at the official. They're going to mark that ball down at the 21-yard line, so they need to get just inside the 23-yard line. Just over the 20, just inside the 23-yard line to get a first down. Probably about 3 feet, not 3 feet, 2 feet. 3 feet's a yard. I didn't go to Miss Gil-Tuskowski's math class, but since I was with her earlier today, my math should be precise. Sweep number 2 for the Whittier Wildcats. And he breaks a tackle. Number 2, Anderson Pineda, is going all the way home. Touchdown, Wildcats. 8:24 to go. Let's look at what happened on the line there, gentlemen, if we can. Look at a replay. See what happened to the Middies, whether they just weren't able to flow with the play or not. Apparently we don't have that replay right away. Oh, yes, we do. He was on the far right side of the formation. He just went straight around the end. Middies didn't have the foot speed to get there. They had a chance at the 30. They had a chance at the 47-yard line. Just couldn't do it. And then Pineda had the back half of the field all to himself running down there. Middies need to regroup quickly. Looks like another 2-point conversion attempt for the Wildcats here at Beaudry Field. And it's a toss sweep again. He cuts back up the middle and through there. Number 47 with a 2-point conversion. That's Devin Cloyd, the junior running back, making it 14-0 Whittier Wildcats over the host Middies. Let's see what words of wisdom Coach McKenzie has for his Middies. Let's see what Ryan Cole, the sophomore quarterback, can do. Cole saw some action last year as a quarterback at various points during the season. Let's see if he can muster his followers to get these Middies on the board, get these Middies flowing, change the tide, if we will. Of course, this Thursday night contest is because of the Jewish holiday tomorrow, and in deference to all religions in the Merrimack Valley. Games have been moved to Thursday night from Friday night. I will tell you, I've just been told that next week's game, originally scheduled for Friday against Hopkinton, is moved to Thursday night at 6 o'clock as well, in part due to the officials shortage. So all of us who want to complain about officiating, maybe you should take it up. Number 11, Nathan Brown, to kick off again to the Middies from the 40-yard line. 2 deep, 3 middle, 1 short, and 5 up on the line. The ball is away. This time it's in the air to number 3, it looks like. Cam gets it just over the 30 to about the 31, 32-yard line before he's taken down by number 16 and a host of others, Julian Luminario, a junior running back, defensive back for the Wildcats. Not much you can do there. He's hit by the first person there. Looks like the Middies might have missed a block to get him a few more yards. But that's a byproduct as well of not being able to practice against live bodies that the Middies had as they tried to muster enough players to make it viable to have a team this year. And so Cole from the shotgun single back set. Boras looks to be behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off to Boras. Boras cuts it back up the middle. He's up to about the 33, 34-yard line before he's stopped by 2 or 3 Wildcats. He's still held on the ground by number 9 of the Wildcats, Eric Talley, a junior linebacker. And they're going to mark him just over the 33-yard line, just inside the 34-yard line. Gain of about a yard, so it's going to be second and about 9. A short 9, long 8. Middies maintain shotgun with Boras behind. Boja looks to be the tight on this side. And we have a flag as Boras gets across the 32 to about the 35. I'm going to guess it's false start. And I think the official is indicating that his receiver was in motion at the snap of the football. And the official is now going over to the assistant coaches and explaining the same thing as McKenzie pleads his case. So the ball goes back to about the 33-yard line, where we should have a snap momentarily. This clock is stopped at 7:33 to go in the first quarter. Flag is still on the field, so they're going to talk about it. Gentlemen, can you show us a replay of that so we can maybe see what happened here? I know I'm putting a lot of pressure on my people in the truck tonight. And the flag is picked up. Illegal motion against Dracut is the call, declined by Whittier. So we will have, they'll let him have the ball at the 35-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and a long, I'd see 7, maybe 8. And Cole and Boras stand there looking at the sideline for McKenzie to give them the call. I think Cole has the call now, tells it to Boras. 2 wide to the right here. They're going to wait. And Cole's looking for it. He's going to tuck it. Oh, no, he throws it into tight coverage. A dangerous throw there to number 3, Bryce Cancam. But with a defender in his face and the ability to throw it without getting sacked for a loss, it might not be the worst call in the world. Now number 6, Robbie Truong, back to punt for the Middies. There are 2 defenders back, 2 receivers back for the Wildcats at about the Middies. The Wildcat 35, number 12 and number 7 back there. Number 12 is Billy Galvin, and Jacob Chase is the other one. Middies now have their formation set for the punt. Truong's looking over to the sideline again. They're still trying to decide on their quick formation where it's going to be. They move somebody into the middle for that center gap so that they don't run straight up the middle. And we're going to have a timeout for the Middies so that they can straighten out their punt package. Apparently we had the wrong players out on the field, or some of them weren't out there. Did we only have 10 guys? Didn't think to count. I should have. That's generally the punter's job, to make sure he's got the right number of players out there with him. Let's count them now. 7 down linemen, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 Middies on the field now for the punt. And Truong gets the ball away. It's going to be short just over the 50-yard line to about the 46-yard line where it's caught, or where it's out of bounds. So that punt was a net of about 19 yards for the Middies. And the Wildcats will take over just over the 50 at the 46. 1st and 10 with 7:19 to go in the first period. And now the Middies defense is set. The offense for the Wildcats is out there. Number 13, the quarterback, Giorgio Gildasis, back there with a back in front of him and 2 off to the left. And they're going to hand it off and go wide left. And Robbie Truong takes down number 1, Nick Almanzar, but not before he gets about 8 yards, taking it across the 50-yard line to about the Middies 46. So it's about 8 yards on the carry. First down, 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats here at Beaudry Field within the confines of Dracut Stadium. This is a learning process for the Middies this year, as I believe I'll count them at the half rather than go by the roster. It looks like they've got maybe 32, 33 kids there this year. Freshmen through varsity, or freshmen through seniors. Motion, and number 13, Gildasis, to pass. He throws it out wide to number 3. He's running to the end zone. Sean Boja, I believe, is in. And here's the over. Touchdown, Middies. Touchdown, Wildcats. Jaden Ogbadi on defense there, came over from, it looked like the safety position, was unable to knock him out of bounds until he had reached the goal line, as you'll see. He takes the pass, rolls to the right, just over the outstretched hands of, looked like number 50 for the Middies, Ben Boateng, the senior defensive lineman. So another teaching point for those Middies. Thank you for that replay, gentlemen. And yet again, the Wildcats will go for 2. Number 13 under center, Giorgio Gildasis. Number 40 wide. Number 1 takes the pitch. He's going wide. He's going to cut it up and through the Middies defense. Almanzar for the 2-point conversion there, his 2nd of the evening. And very quickly with 6:08 to go in the first quarter, it's Wildcats 22, Middies 0 here from Beaudry Field. The voice you hear over the PA is the lovely Miss Paula Chaucy, Athletic Director and Dean of Students here at the Dracut Public Schools. I would say it was Dracut High School, but I think Paula has way too many schools under her direction at this point.
Spectators, no standing on the railing. Thank you. No standing on the railing.
And so the Middies get some instruction there from Coach. I believe it's Rick Anderson, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Jermaine McKenzie is talking to the kicker. He's walking up from the 30 to about the 35-yard line. Kickoff yet again by number 11 for the Wildcats, Nathan Brown. Kick is away, ball is to about comes down at the 25. Middies chase it back and out of bounds. Ball got out of bounds. Well, wait a second. The ball went out of bounds. Was it touched? Number 3 for the Middies touched it, Bryce Cancam. Did he touch it in the field of play, or does it come out to the 35? One official is spotting it at the 15-yard line. The other official is bringing it out to the 20. Oh, no, they're just switching footballs. Each team brings their own footballs and plays with their own footballs. So Middies will have it 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line with 6:08 to go in the first quarter. We still have a late arriving crowd for this early evening game here in September. It is a comfortable, at least from my perspective, 68 degrees, I believe, maybe 70. Middies set up in shotgun. Cole comes back to the center, looks at Boras, gives him some direction, calls signals, flaps, takes the snap. He's going to throw it again. Oh, interception number 9 for the Wildcats. Middies try to drag him down. That's Eric Talley. Cole with a sophomore mistake on that. He threw into coverage. He needed to get his receiver to create separation first. And I believe the intercepting party, number 9, is hobbling off the field. They're going to give him time to get off the field. It is. That is Eric Talley, who's limping off the field gingerly. Looked like he had a sprained ankle, maybe. You can see that again. They just didn't appear to see that linebacker there and threw it right to him. He thought he had an open space. Doesn't quite work that way. And now 1st and 10. Ball's up, and we have flags. And we got encroachment, I believe, on the Middies defense. We're going to see in a second. 23 was jogging to the sidelines, perhaps to get some, Sam Horace, to get some feedback from his coach. He's met by number 10 over there as well, Derek Twum. Hail, the gang's all here. Superintendent Stone just joined the booth. Middies facing defense inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal remains. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it this time? Middies recover it. Jumping up and down. Number 7, Dan Gathuka. Starting defensive back and wide receiver, the senior. Is able to capitalize on a Wildcat mistake. Maybe the Middies, maybe the tidal waves have changed here. Ball would be spotted, I believe, at the 10-yard line. That's where the official's foot is. Yes, guys, if you could show us a replay of that, that would be wonderful. Let's see what happened there. If we can see it was a failed snap or just one of the Middies knocked it out, perhaps. Middies are coming back to the huddle from the sideline. And there we go. So we have nervous arms from the quarterback. Ball just never got up. That ball stayed on the ground. That looked like one of my golf putts and not a center quarterback exchange, unfortunately. So the Middies will have it 1st and 10 from about the 12-yard line, it appears. And Cole throws it out to the wide side to, looks like to Boras. He's weaving through. Oh, if he gets a blocker, he might get something. He gets up to about the 10, out to the 12, 13-yard line. That's number 1, Andre Boras. Nice play by Boras. He took it on the left side of the field. Realized he didn't have much going there. Tried to cut it back to the right side of the field. Did get some forward progress out there. Makes it a little easier. Probably be a 2nd and 5 for your Middies. Cole in the shot, remains in the shotgun. Quick snap. Cole looks again. Throws a low pass to number 27. Avian Romero, a freshman wide receiver for the Middies. Now it's 3rd down and 8. Well, I don't think it's 3rd down and 8, guys, but I think it's only 3rd and 5. Oh, no. My bad. That's the. Oh, no. I'm right. It's 3rd and short for the Middies. Cole remains in the shotgun with Truong behind him, number 6. Robbie Truong, I believe a second-year player. And he takes the handoff. He goes up the middle, across the 15 to about the, let's see where they spot him. I think it's the 16. Maybe they'll give him the 17. Just inside the 17-yard line. Official puts his foot down to mark the football. Middies quickly get into their formation. Boja is to the near side left, just to the far left of your screen, and trips to the top of your screen. Handoff up the middle again. And doesn't look like he got much, if anything. Maybe a yard, maybe not. Number 88 helping up number 6 there. That was somebody who's not on the roster. Maybe it's 81. Edward Bernier helping up his defenseman, his offensive lineman back. Middies facing first and 10 now from about the 20. Nope, inside the 20. Maybe the 19. Wide pass to Boja. Boja's gonna cut it. Does he have the speed? No. He's taken down by number 6. No, correction, number 9. Eric Talley takes down the towering Boja. Ball's out to about the 39-yard line. First and 10 Middies. They've set the sticks, and we're here to go again. Cole throws it out to Boja. Boja picks it up. He's fighting across the 40 to about the 41-yard line, maybe. So the transition basketball player, now wide receiver, is working on his hands here. We'll give some credit to former Middies standout football player, basketball player, baseball coach, Steve Talbot, for recruiting some of these high school basketball players to the football team. Number 1, Boras takes it. He's across the 46, 45, 46, maybe the 47. We'll find out. We have potentially a late hit. They're going to let follow number 12 back on the field. Billy Galvin get knocked down out of bounds by Andy Farley, I believe that is. Don't think it was outside the field of play, so ball at the 47 for the Middies. Cole remains in shotgun with Truong behind him. Takes it, hands it off. They got some pay dirt across the 50 to about the 46-yard line. I think they're going to mark him down at the 47-yard line of the Wildcats. So the Middies are making a late charge here. First and 10 at the 45. They gave him all the way to the 45-yard line. First and 10, 2:42 to go in the first quarter. And Truong takes it around the end. He breaks a tackle. He gets out of bounds at the 40 where he's taken down. One of the Wildcats lost their helmet, number 14. That was Nathaniel Como on the tackle. Ball's at the 40-yard line, so now it's a 2nd and 5 from the 40 for the Middies. Not second, yeah, 2nd and 5 from the 40. Thank you. Gonna have to use my own eyes while we remember how to use the scoreboard operator. Cole, shotgun. He looks out wide. What's he doing? Oh, ball's down. It was an incomplete pass. Looks like not everybody, clearly not everybody was on the same page. Andre Boras is looking at McKenzie. Cole's looking at both of them. He thought there was a pass. Maybe they thought it was going to be a run. Cole couldn't ad-lib on that. We'll see what Coach McKenzie calls, and he calls timeout for the Middies to get them back on the same page. I can tell you that the Middies are trying to work hard. I saw them here on Labor Day evening, running plays and running schemes in the far end zone by the high school track as they prepared and hoped that they would have a season. Tonight's action, this camera shot that you're seeing now is a new camera that Gary Muse has been able to acquire for Dracut Access Television. It's up on a pole behind the stands in the far end zone that I'll refer to as the track end zone, so we can see behind the formation. This could be great for all 22 fans, and all 22 is a camera shot that shows every football player on the field. Gives us some good wide shots. Great, congratulations to to us at Dracut Access Television for acquiring that camera. I'm certainly going to like it in some cases. Middies coach is back to the sideline. Ball still at the 43rd and 5 for the Middies. Defense on the far side of the field is off the ball. Cole's looking, he's throwing. Who's he got? Nobody's there. 7. Dan Githuka looked to be the intended receiver, but he was stuck on the hash mark, and that ball was on the inside hash, not the numbers. So it's 4th and 5 for the Middies. I would venture to say that they're probably going to go for this at this point across the 40, across the 50-yard line at the 40-yard line. 2:17 to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, the Middies remain. Looks like he got a blitzing linebacker. He hands it off to Truong, who gets across the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Needed to get to the 35, so they're going to be short. They're going to turn it over on downs here at 2:11 in the first quarter, with the Middies trailing 22-0 to the Wildcats. Not the home start I think these Middies would hope for. I think they would. I know they would rather be on the 22 side of this ledger. But you got to pay the bills to get the results. So the Middies will learn this entire season. And so it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Middies trying to decide who's going to be out there on the field. Manny Foley was about to come off the field. He's sent back in there. 69's coming off the field now for the Middies. Oh, and Griswold. So now it looks like we got 11. And they're going to delayed handoff. He's through the middle, but he's tackled by number 7. Dan Githuka. That was number 40 for the Wildcats. Nick Taborda, a sophomore wide receiver defensive back. Wildcats have the ball at the Middies 46-yard line. Defensive substitutions for the Middies, number 52. Augustine Boateng comes in for number 51, Manny Farley. Farley going to get a quick gas breather there. Middies in tight. They've got 7 on the line. They're going to try a sweep left. Running back goes down, number 2. That is Israel. No, wrong team, Mark. Anderson Pineda fell down just at the 40, just over the 46 at the, but inside the 47-yard line. Wildcats need to get to the 48-yard line, so they've got a long 1, short 2 for the first down.
Go defense!
Gildasis went to the sideline, got the call, jogged back in, gave the play to his team. Now Middies are going to line up in a stout defense in 83. They got the first down on the handoff to Anderson Pineda. He just got behind his line, and as they pulled their way forward to the 49-yard line for a gain of about, we'll say, 3 on the play. A short 3, 1st and 10 from their own 49 with 21 seconds and counting in the first quarter. I'm going to guess that the Wildcats are just going to let this run out to the, yes, they're waving their team over, so this will be the end of the first quarter with the Middies trail 22-0 to the Whittier Wildcats here from Dracut Stadium. So we'll take a quick break while they talk it over before we come back for some second half action here on Thursday Night Football.
applause for our marching band. And we'd also like to recognize our varsity cheerleaders. And presently on the lower field, our girls' varsity soccer team is leading in their game over Lawrence.
Miss Chauncey has far better eyes than I can because I can see a scoreboard. I can't see anything beyond that. So dual action here at Dracut Stadium. Wildcats snap is low. Quick handoff to number 1. He gets around the end. He's going up the sidelines. He's not going to be caught. Nick Almanzar with the 51-yard touchdown with 11:48 to go here in the second quarter. And the lead is extended to 28-0. Wildcats, PAT pending. 2-point conversion expected. As you can see, the snap, Middy's got some good penetration, and then because of that penetration, nobody had covered the end, and he just had a free sprint down the sideline, the far sideline, for the touchdown. Middy's continue to learn here on Beaudry Field on this Thursday night. PAT toss. And whoa, Middy's meet him, but he runs through the tackle of number 50, Benjamin Boateng, for the PAT conversion, and it's 30-0 Whittier Wildcats here on Thursday Night Football. So the Middies are making some progress, but not enough progress just yet. We'd like to welcome some of the area sponsors of Dracut football. As you walked in, for those of us who came into the stadium today, Jean D'Arc Credit Union was giving away We're Number One foam fingers to any fan who wanted it, Middies or Wildcat. We'd like to thank business teacher here at Dracut High School, Heather Rourke-Pintal, and her partner in crime, Christine Wilkie Germain. Yes, Timmy's wife, or as some of us know her, Joey's big sister, and Mike's little sister, who were manning the gate, trying to drum up some support for Middies athletics and Dracut High School. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to come out to the 35-yard line, I believe. Yep, flag is down at the 20. The ball rolled out at the 20. Considering what the Middies had to work with last year for kicking and the lack of a strong leg for the Middies, that's a pretty good kickoff, but the ball will come out here to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Middies. Oh, my mistake. The Middies let it go out of bounds, so they'll get it out to the 35 rather than try to bring it up and get 15 yards on that. So we've got 2 wide receivers out. Now number 4, Ryan Cole is wide out here left. Truong, it looks like, Truong is the single back over there. Cole comes over here. He must have been waiting for the play. Single back, single wide. Boja to the far side. 2 wides to the left here. Near side. Hand off to Truong. He's met at the 35, 36. Gets out to maybe the 37-yard line where he's taken down by a few Wildcats. Drew Richardson helps him off the turf. They're going to give him the 38-yard line. Just outside the 38, just inside the 39. First down will be at the 45-yard line for the Middies. Cole shotgun, hands it off to Truong again, who cuts it over the left. We get a flag behind the play. Ball's marked dead. Truong with the carry, 22 for the Wildcats. Walter Powell, the junior running defensive back, who made the tackle, but I think we're going to have motion on the middies. I might be wrong. McKenzie pleading his case yet again as the officials start to mark it off. I did not see the call, but I've got to believe it's motion, so the ball comes back inside the 35-yard line to the 34-yard line. It was a quick flag, so it had to be some type of motion or false start. Committee seemed to need some of that motor that you hear in the back. And ball's brought back out to the 40, so was the penalty declined? Yes, apparently the call was declined. Even get some of that horsepower from those motors going for the middies. Cole hands it off to Truong again. He breaks through, breaks across the 45 to the 50 to the 46-yard line, where it's a middies first down. First and 10 for the middies. Ball at the Wildcat 46. Number 30. Tyler Valentin jogs off the field for the Wildcats. Middies have Boja wide to the right. Two wide receivers here to the short side left. Half back there. We almost had motion. Ball's over the 45. Rugby scrum again. Truong with the carry. They're going to give him the ball at the forward progress to the 43-yard line, it looks like. Yes. Tip of the football is the 43. Receivers are looking at the officials to make sure they're lined up onside. Boja single to the wide side. Quick handoff to Truong again. He goes left again. He gets to just outside the 40 where he's met by 3 Wildcats. Number 58, number 9. Number 9 is, of course, Eric Talley. Number 50 is Jace Rodriguez, junior defensive lineman. And now middies continue to line up. They got third down, and it looks to be about 5 yards. It's easier when the sticks are on your side of the field and not the far side of the field for some of us. Middies remain in shotgun formation. Keeping it tight. Cole's going to look. He's going to throw to Boja. Boja's, oh! He caught the football? No, we have interference, pass interference. The defender ran right through him, or more precisely, Boja stopped. The defensive back didn't give him a chance to make a play on the football, so that is automatically pass interference at any level of football. So the middies should have the ball at the 10-yard line, I believe. Is it a spot foul, or is it just a 10-yard penalty? I think we're trying to decide that. I think it's, nope. So it was just outside the 30. Balls taken inside the 20, just outside the 25 to the 26. First and 10 middies, 9:02 to go in the second quarter. Middies shotgun again. Cole fakes. Cole tries to throw it out there. That wasn't a receiver. That was number 69, unless he declared as eligible. Number 69 for the middies. Owen Griswold is not an eligible receiver, but he got it back to the line of scrimmage, and Boja was over there, though deeper, so I guess we're going to call it receiver in the area. First and 10 for the middies. 2 wide to the right. Cole takes the hit, snap, hits it to Truong. Truong cuts up the middle. He's across the 25 to about the 23. Let's see where they mark it. 22, 21, maybe? Nope, 22, not the 21. And so it's third and about, looks to be 17-yard line. 6 for the middies. 2 wide to the left. Cole fakes, runs it out right, gets stuck in gets stuck in the wash. Gets sacked by number 33, David Tediosian. And it'll be 4th down and a very long. Ball's out to about the 27. So they got to get to the just inside the 17. So it's 10.5 yards to the first down. Middies will go for it. It's too close to punt. It's too far to try a field goal. Nice block. Oh, Sean Boja. Boja has the catch, I believe. Nice catch in traffic. That looked like an easy give and go there. So Boja uses some of those basketball skills to good measure. That was a cut to the middle. We'll look at that after this next play, I hope. Middies lineman jogging off the field.
First down and 10, ball on the 13-yard line.
And here we go. Cole takes it, throws it out wide to Boras. Boras cuts through the middle. He's cutting in the middle. He meets a host of Wildcats. He gets it inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line, it appears. Middies first, second and goal. Nope, second and short. I think they have to get to the 2. They're at the 4, so it's a long 2, short 3 for the first down. Whittier calls timeout. And maybe we can look at that catch by Boja, gentlemen, if you have it up for me. Thank you. You see Cole takes it. He goes a little right. He rolls back to his left. Gets through the wash. Oh, no, that's the sack. I was looking for the pass. Sorry about that. The pass was cut into the lane, something Dave Parent tries to run through his boys basketball offense. Boja, again, a first year, I believe, wide receiver and football player here for the Middies. And we should have second and goal, second and 3.
Second and short.
McKenzie waving his arm feverishly, trying to get the play in. Snap to Boras, takes the snap, goes straight up the middle. Where are they going to mark him? Are they going to mark him at the 2? They're going to mark him at the 1. It's close. So many hash marks, so many marks for the different sports that the Middies offer here at Dracut High School. Looks like they're going to give it to him at the 2-yard line. Third and about 1. Maybe half. Cole back at quarterback. Truong to his left. Wide receiver split out wide right. And Clay Truong with the ball. Touchdown, Middies! Quick off tackle play and they score. 6:22 to go, 6:24 to go in the first quarter. That was just a little quick give and go. Old school football. Middies will go for 2, I believe. I don't see a T, so I don't see a kicker. Yes, the Middies will get it again. And Truong will take the snap himself. He'll cut back up the middle. Does he get across the line? Do we have a rugby scrum? And the whistle is blown. What are they going to call? 2-point conversion successful. Middies 8. Whittier 30. 6:24 to go in the second quarter. Middies are on the board. Key play in that drive is that Ryan Cole to Sean Boja pass. Middies showing some life. So there's a positive thing. Coaches are calling Brewski. Oh yes, Brewski McManus. They're calling for Brewski McManus out there. I thought that was going to be a play, but apparently it's a sophomore wide receiver. Truong, it looks like, will be the kickoff. And let's see it again. Here's the pass I was looking for, gentlemen. Thank you, guys. Catches it, hands high, open there, takes on 3 defenders, holds on to the basket, holds on to the football, like it's a basketball that he's been carrying since birth. Nice play. Thank you to the boys in the truck. The boss, Gary Muse, is on campus, so I know he's helping, and my friend Michael Poitras up top on the camera yet again. Michael's come out of retirement. Apparently 2 grandchildren, 2 granddaughters are wearing him out. He needs to make some extra cash, or just have some fun. Kick away, quick sort of straight place kick. Oh, and it's going out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Middies will give it to the Wildcats at the 35, thanks to that quick little quick kick, I guess is the way I'll call it. He was on a tee, he didn't wind up, he just walked up to the ball and kicked it away, no momentum there.
Holding and Dracut to legal procedure to kicking team 5-yard penalty.
I do welcome back my friend Mike Poitras. If the Poitras name sounds familiar, his son is one of the newest recruits to the Dracut Fire Department, Andrew Poitras. So we have, oh, they're going to make him re-kick it. Ball will now be placed at the 35-yard line. Yep, he's going to put it on the tee. We put the tee down at the 37. Now they're putting it back at the 35-yard line. Let's see if he winds up and tries to boot it away. Deep men 4. The Wildcats are at the 25 and the 29-yard line. Far side of the field is the returner at the 29. He's moving back a little. And there we go again, same one. Caught in the air this time. He's going to break it up the middle. Do the middies have somebody? Oh, he fumbles the football. Number 20. Mark Nealon fumbled the football. No middies were, well, the middies were behind him. They weren't in front of him, so nobody could beat him to the punch on that one, so to speak. So 1st and 10, Whittier at the middies 48-yard line. 6:16 to go in the second quarter, first half. Let's see if middies can generate some more momentum off of that. Maybe their defense will come up stout and take a deep breath after scoring on offense. Thank you. Lovely. I like this shot. Thank you, guys. Single back set. Now we go to the sideline shot. Man in motion. Quick hitter to number 40. He's met at the line. Carry by Anthony Modolo, senior fullback for the Wildcats. Takes it down to about the 46-yard line, it appears. Where it'll be second down and about 8 for the Wildcats. Inside 6 minutes to go, which you can see at the top of your screen. Middies look to be in a 5-man, so a 6-down lineman. One defensive back out wide, kind of like similar to the Patriots field goal block the other night. And it's taken up the middle inside the 45 to about the 41. Carry was by number 40 yet again, Modolo. Ball is at the 41, remains 3rd down and about 3. Need to get to the 38-yard line for a Wildcat first down. Middies remain in their base defense with 6 down and 6 down linemen in the center, right up on the line. 1 defender wide right and defensive backs. Whoops. Do we have motion on the offense, or are they calling defense? Encroachment on the defense. Middies tapped a lineman thinking that one of them went in motion, but I don't know.
Offside defense. 5-yard penalty results in a first down for Whittier.
The middies seemed pretty convinced that it was a false start by the Wildcats. Officials disagree. 1st and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Mano a mano. Defense. Toss, quick toss to number 2. He tries to cut it up the middle. He's met by a couple of middies there. Manny Farley. And who's at the bottom of that pile? Truong. Farley and Truong. Not the law firm, the defenders for the middies. So ball's back to the 43-yard line. Second and about 12 for the Wildcats. Bunch formation there for the Wildcats. Man in motion. They're going to just kick it, try to kick it right back up the middle. And 13 breaks away. He's over the 20, down to the 15, maybe to the 14. Number 13 with the quarterback keeper, Giorgio Gildas, with the first down. And it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line for the Wildcats. Wildcats aren't messing around. Not much of a highlight to show you there, as Mitty just got run over. Sort of like the semi truck that's trying to back into the parking lot over there. Wildcats in the huddle, gonna play call. Clock is ticking. Gildasis talking to his coach. Calls the timeout. Kevin Bradley elects to take a timeout to regroup his offense for whatever reason. Maybe to give them a breather. Maybe to give the middies a breather. And so with 2:48 to go in the second quarter, it's middies 8, Whittier Wildcats 30. Wildcats with a 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. Again, this year's football team is a cooperative effort between Innovation Charter Academy of Tingsboro and Dracut High School. I promised you I'd count the number of players the middies have dressed for tonight, and I will do that. So it looks like they have 30 players dressed, and about 6 or 7 wearing shirts but no pants. Well, football pants, I should say. Quick toss, touchdown Wildcats. Quick pass to number 2 for the touchdown. That's Anderson Pineda with, I believe, his second of the day. The junior running back takes it in the flat, runs right past the middies defenders who couldn't get out there fast enough or didn't diagnose the play fast enough. And I expect a 2-point conversion. Let's look at that again. Thank you, gentlemen. Quick fake handoff. He just tosses a nice ball out there. You got 3 middie defenders out there, including number 50 for the middies, Ben Boateng, who's a linebacker, so that might have been a little mismatch there, but the defensive backs have to flow more with the back to prevent that pass. One should step into the passing lane. The other one should stay in front of the running back in base defense. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion again. It's going to be Gildasis straight up the middle. And we're going to call it good. So it's 38-8 Wildcats here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School. And they're helping up a middie defender who can't walk back off the field. They're looking for the trainer. One of the down linemen got run over. And number 1 for the middies, Andre Boras. Number 69 for the middies, Owen Griswold, come out to help their teammate. And there goes the athletic. No, that's Mrs. Chaucey. That's not an athletic trainer, so we're still looking for the athletic trainer. Looked like At 69 is Dracut back over, so that looks to be number 68, Tim Dean, sophomore defensive lineman. Nope, I would be wrong. That looks like 86 to me. So maybe it's 66, Joshua Kuza, the junior lineman. Yep, old man, blind man. So the first hour of Middy's home football hasn't been what they hoped for, but now after 7 o'clock here on a cool but comfortable Thursday night, the Middies can hope to change their fortunes. Looks like a Wildcat trainer is going to jog over to this side of the field to take a look at Kuza, offer the Middies some assistance. Looks to be a nose injury, maybe a broken nose. Yep. Oh! Middies look to have. Nope, Middies have the football. Middies have the football at their own 43-yard line. Let's see that again. Let's try to figure out, diagnose what happened there, guys, if we can. Looked like just a simple ground squib kick, and didn't look like any of the Middies touched it, or maybe it didn't go far enough. Maybe we won't. We can do it after the play, guys. Thank you. So Middies defense is out there. They have to make a switch with Kuza on the bench, trying to get his nose looked at. So number 52, Augustine Boateng, comes out to lend a hand. Middies with a bunch formation. Cole remains in shotgun formation. They're waiting for the lineman to get off the field, so apparently they had 12 at one point. Fumbled snap, picks it up. Cole gets across the 45 to about the 49-yard line. Let's see where they mark him down. You really can't tell where his knee went down. It's second down and about 4 or 5, it looks like. They're going to give him the ball at the 49-yard line. Ball started at the 43-yard line, so that's a 6-yard gain, 4 yards to go for the first down. Low snap again, Cole picks it up, he runs through, he runs up to the first down line where he's met by about, looks like 5, but it's only 4 Wildcats. And looks like number 7 for the Middies. Gathuka picks up Cole after he gets the first down. First and 10 Middies, 154 and counting, 152 in the first half. Middies gonna hustle up, we hope. And Truong takes a low snap, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard before he's stopped. Middies swap in number 66, Kuza's coming back in, number 54. Michael Collins, the sophomore lineman, cycles out after that play. Second, about 10, 126 and counting for the Middies. And we're going to have a false start, I believe. Yeah, illegal. Offsides on the defense. So that, I believe, is a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be second and 5 for the Middies. I think the official is trying to figure that out. Oh, no, he's going to mark it off now. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what their signals mean. Ball's now at the 42-yard line. They almost got him again. Number 1, Andre Boras gets the corner, gets close to the first down marker. Let's see where they mark him out there.
First down, Middies.
Looks to be third and about 1. Yep, third down and about 1 yard. PA was a little off, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. So ball is inside the 40 at about the 38. Quick sweep. Boras again takes it. He hit. He falls through that again, gets over the 42, about the 39-yard line. where he's met by a couple of, and brought down by a couple of Wildcats. Middies should be in hurry up inside of a minute here to go in the first half. Ball is set. We got Cole calls for it. No, Boras calls for it. He's going back up. He jumps over the pile, gets just outside the 30, maybe to the 31. Can't tell if he's going to get up. Boras gets up gently, but there's a flag on the field. Looks, and we're going to have a false start, I believe, is the hand motion. We'll see if they accept the penalty or decline the penalty. Chop block on the middies. Chop block is one man engages high, one man engages low simultaneously. That's illegal at all levels of football. So they'll mark the middies back a long 10. Ball will now be at the 47-yard line of the Wildcats. Need to get inside the 30, inside the 25 to about the 24 for a first down, so 23 yards to go. Cole calls signals with a single back behind him. Two wide receivers to the far side, one receiver to the near side. And they elect to run the football inside of 20 seconds, inside of 10, 9, 8. Looks like the middies will just run out the clock, regroup in the locker room here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School. And the clock has expired, and at the half, it's the Wildcats of Whittier, 38. Your Dracut Middies, 8. We'll be back after a brief break for some second half action. You're watching Dracut Access Television's coverage of Dracut High School football.
Please welcome back to the field your Dracut High School Middies.
And we're back for some second half actions. The middle middies, as is their MO, a little late coming out of halftime. But they're trailing 38-8 here to the Whittier Wildcats. The middies next week will host the Hopkinton Hillers here at Beaudry Field, I believe a first. My own Google search, also known as texting my sister-in-law, indicates that Hopkinton, the Hillers of Hopkinton are supposed to be a really mean, tall person. We'll see when they come up. $4.95. For those who know, Hopkinton should be very familiar to a great many of us who grew up in New England, as that is the start line for the Boston Marathon. And the middies appear ready to receive the second half kick. We have two guys deep. It looks like number 4, Emmett Collins. No, number 4, Ryan Cole back there. Kickoff is away. Number 11 squibs it down the middle, taken by the middies at about the 20. He's going up the middle. That looks like Boras. So Nathan Brown gets it down to about the 20. It's about a 35-yard kick. Squibber. Middies get it out to about the 30-yard line. First and 10, 11:54 to go here in the third quarter. While we're waiting for the ball, and we've got a few minutes, DATV, or at least myself, would like to acknowledge Coach Steve Talbot and his lovely wife, my classmate Colleen Goodgen, on the death of her father, Barry Goodgen, who was a longtime Dracut Midi fan. Definitely the #1 fan of Dracut High School girls basketball team. Goodgen was Tewksbury tough. He grew up in Tewksbury. Quick handoff, number 11. Nope, taken down very quickly. Number 11 with the tackle of number 6. So the kicker, Nate Brown, takes down Bob Truong. Middies have 3 wides left, it looks. Nope, they're getting the call. Now they're going to reset. Number 7 comes back in, Galuchka. 3 wides to the far side. Boja on the wide side. Let's see if they can get the ball out there. Single back set. Quick handoff. They spread them out and tried to run up the middle. No dice there. Maybe a yard before number 1, Andre Boras, is taken down. And he just kind of meanders back to the huddle. Boja stays out wide. Middies look like they're going to go to a try some pace to this. Whittier has to set their defense up. Cole looks, he looks again, he rolls out under some pressure. He rolls out some more. He throws it deep to Boja. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Boja caught it, but he just didn't keep his feet in bounds. In basketball or football, that's incomplete. Or in basketball, it's a turnover. So Middies will go to 4th and 11 from their own 29-yard line. Truong back to kick for the Middies, standing just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Takes it, gets the ball away. It's a low kick. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce out of bounds, I think. Or no, they're going to down it at the 42-yard line. So it's the Wildcats take over at their own 42-yard line. 1st and 10, 10:28 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Leading 38-8 against the host Middies. Once again, you could be watching this broadcast on Dracut Access Television or DracutAccessTelevision.org on YouTube. We appreciate everyone who's come out to the stadium. There is a decent-sized crowd, not the largest I've ever seen here at Beaudry Field, but there are Pop Warner fans, Pop Warner players in the back rows, moms, dads, aunts, and uncles. We have some Gritterwell Tech football players here. And quick handoff, number 1 for Nick Almanzar with the quick run around end. He gets about a yard, maybe 2 or 3. They're going to mark him out to look like the 45-yard line, so it looks to be about 3. Size seems to outmuscle the Middies numbers. And stay in a bunch formation, keep it tight, no spreading for the Wildcats here. Quick handoff, number 2 takes it, he's across the 4, oh, yes, he does just get past the 50-yard line, where he's met by a host of Middies. Anderson Pineda with the carry. Looked like he'd be stopped just over the 45, manages to muscle his way to the 50 and the 49-yard line, so they're in Middies territory now. 1st and 10, 3rd and about 1 to go.
Once again, running number 6, 1, 1, 3, 5.
Bunch formation remains stacked in the middle. Quick toss, 47 seems to have it. Is he going to be stopped short? Yes, he is. Middies defense steps up. Number 47, Devin Cloyd, the junior running back, is stopped by a host of Middies. Back over the 50-yard line, or right at the 50-yard line. They're going to give him the nose of the football at the 50. Wildcats go into the huddle to get the play call. They come up to the line. 4th and 2 from the 50. Middies get some penetration. Cut back by the Wildcats. He's at the 50. He's across to the 48. Should be a 1st down for the Wildcats. Ball's going to be at the 47-yard line. Just enough before he's pushed back, but it's forward progress gets them the 1st down. It doesn't matter how far you can push him back after progress ends. So it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats here at Beaudry Field in Dracut, Massachusetts. Ball's at the 47. 2 split wide right, near side of the field for the Wildcats of Whittier. Media's quick hit. Nope, up the middle. He's met, but it's not before he gets about 5 or 6 yards. That's number 1, Nick Almanzar. The bottom of the pile there is number 50 for the Middies, Ben Boateng, who also doubles as a basketball player for the Middies. I believe Boateng is a forward, small forward or otherwise. 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. Ball's at the 43-yard line. Bunch, man in motion, quick hitter. Middies meet him right in the backfield. Nice hit. That looks like Mr. Richardson. No, it's Jules Cabrera Gonzalez, the junior, 2nd-year lineman for the Middies, with the stop. Nice job, Jules. Nice penetration. Kind of like a delayed draw there. Middies maintain their discipline and their lane discipline and stopped him. Got 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. Quick hitter, they're going around the end. They're going to get to the corner. They cut him down. Number 12 is there. He tries to take him down, but he's Jaden Agbadi holds on. He doesn't get back down to the 40. He only gets to about the 42. Should be 4th down and 4 for the Wildcats. Let's see if they're going to go for it or not, or maybe kick it away and push the Middies deep in their own territory. Looks like, I'm thinking they're going to go for it. Doesn't look like they're going to have a punter there. They're just going to play man up. Middies, they're trying to get him to jump. We got a toss, we got a reverse. Oh, 1st down and more. Goodbye, Anderson Pineda. Touchdown, Wildcats. 5:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. And it's 44-8 with the PAT pending here for the Wildcats. Middies trying to make a quick substitution on the PAT. Number 68 coming into the game for the Middies. That's Timmy Dean, the sophomore offensive defensive lineman. And looks like going to be a run here. They don't have anybody split out wide. Edges, motion man is number 12. Toss to number 12. Lane discipline. No, Middies get him. That's number 51. Manny Farley with the stop. Joined by number 69, it looks like. Owen Griswold. So it's 44-8, 5:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. Middies trailing here as they try to find some momentum here in their home opener. Wildcats are having a relatively easy time, or they're using their determination to beat down this Middies squad, which is still in its infancy, trying to learn to win football games, trying to learn to play the game of football as a team. Once again, the Middies this year have a cooperative team with the Innovation Charter Academy, the Innovation Academy of Tingsboro, Massachusetts. And I'm led to believe that about 15 to 17 students came over from the Innovation Charter to make this team work, and we have about 35 players, I believe, in total. Kick is away. It's a short kick. Ball taken at about the 32-yard line by number 7, He's straight up the middle. He takes it out to about the 44-yard line. Dan Gathuka caught it, gets it about 12 yards. Looks like 1st and 10 for your Middies. Ball will be placed on the far hash mark for the Middies with 5:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. They don't put heights on here, but the center is rather short, but hopefully stout. Looks to be number 54. Quick toss back, looks like to Boras. Boras cuts it up the middle. He breaks it through. He's across the 40 to the 35 to about the 33 where he's taken down. Number 1, Andre Boras. Let's look at that again. That was a nice run. Yep, just follows his block straight up the middle. Follows it middle, keeps his shoulders square, keeps it running, and seemed to taunt at the end. Might not be the smartest thing to do. Taunting number 5 over there. Josiah Castro, the junior defensive back. We got timeout for the Middies, it looks like.
Timeout, Whittier. Timeout, Whittier.
And I'm back. Apologies there. That was a Wildcat for timeout, not a Middies timeout. So it's 4:49 to go in the game, the 3rd quarter. Officials are huddled around the ball, which is down at the 32-yard line, so it should be 1st and 10 for the Middies as they try to get the second half scoring going for themselves. Let's see if we can't identify all the linemen for the Middies. Number 75 is out there. There's Jules Cabrera Gonzalez. Like number 66, Josh Kuza. 77, Drew Richardson. See what the Middies do now. Defense comes back onto the field for the Wildcats. They look to be down in a 44 defense, 4 down linemen, 4 down, 4 linebackers. Linebackers are jumping around, trying to get the Middies to jump. Throw in the air. Boja looks like to be the intended receiver. He didn't quite get his feet back and couldn't come back to the ball. Yep, that was Boja. He was down just outside the 10. Do we have a flag, or are they just hand motions? No flag, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Middies. Ball at the 32-yard line. Boja needed to come run back towards that ball. Can only get as far as the ball can reach. Boras with the keeper. He's going to take it up the middle. He gets to about the 30-yard line. They're still pushing, more like a rugby scrum. And Boras comes out of it with the ball, but they've blown it in forward progress down. Middies fans aren't approving of that, but again.
Well, the agree the officials out. They've got a job to do. Please be respectful of all players, officials, coaches, and spectators. Further violation of policy will result in
Keeper for Boras again. Flags deep. I don't know what we have. We're going to have defensive holding or something back there? Or did they see something in the blocking scheme for the Middies that we didn't see? Did the cameras pick up anything? I don't think so. So ball's inside the 30 at the 26. Middies gain about 6, it looks like. Personal foul, was that?
Penalty to play. Too many players on the field.
12 men on the field for the Wildcats. Or at least 12 men on the field. Illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. They've got to reset the chains and the sticks before we can restart play here with 3:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball's at about the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. Quick snap. Boras again, he takes the ball snap, runs it back up the middle inside the 20 to about, looks like the 18-yard line, 17-yard line. Well, let's see where he's going to spot it first. Right on the 17-yard line. So it will be, looks to be about 4 yards gain, 2nd and 6. Again, Boras takes it out of the deep snap. He goes around the left end. He cuts it up the middle. He cuts it through. Touchdown, Middies! Their second of the evening. What we have is yellow on the field. Jermaine McKenzie is going, not again. Come on, guys.
There's a flag on the play, though.
What are we going to have? I didn't see his signals. Gonna guess holding.
Offense.
Holding against the Middies. That 5-yard penalty negates the touchdown and pushes the Middies back from the 16 to about the 21-yard line, where it will be second and back to the 27-yard line. 27 to about the 12, 15 yards to go for the first down. Boras takes it again. He's following Truong. We're going to have another hold. He gets out to the 20-yard line where he's met by a number of Wildcat defenders, and we have a flag there at the 32. Let's see what it was. It was in the offensive backfield, that is for sure. Nothing can be for certain or certainly, to quote a good friend of mine who passed away recently. Yet again, too many players on defense for the Wildcats. You can't make this stuff up. You would think after the first penalty they would have counted the number of players out there to make sure there were only 11. I won't be that cynical. Number 1 keeps, Boras takes it again down the right end. He gets it, he got it close to a horse collar tackle there. He comes out of it clean. Ball's inside the 10, it looks like. Let's see where they spot the ball. I'm gonna use my teleprompter. First down for the Middies. Where are they gonna place that football? That's the 8-yard line, maybe. Yes, looks like to be about the 8-yard line for the Middies. First and goal. Snap back to Boras. He takes the delayed draw. He's going to go around the left end. He's going up the middle. He's going to take on the Whittier defense. Touchdown, Middies! 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Middies score again. Boras would not be denied. Boras. And now 2-point conversion for, delayed draw. He just follows his blocking, follows 6 and 51. That's Manny Farley is 51. 2-point try is good there. Can we see a replay of that again, please? 51 and number 6 led the blocking. And yes, that's Manny Farley and Bobby Truong. Jake's little brother, I believe. Yep, follows his blocking, puts his hand on his lead blocker's back and just follows it in there before he's knocked down after he crosses the line of scrimmage by number 58. And 58 would be Sam DeMello, the senior defensive lineman for the Whittier Wildcats. Yet again, we'll remind you that next Thursday evening, the Middies will return here to Beaudry Field, walk through the gates to host the Hopkinton Hillers, whose notable graduates are golfer Keegan Bradley, among a few. Maybe we'll call my sister-in-law Becky Nichols an esteemed graduate as well. And so here we go. Kick away again. Truong walks up to it, squibs it. Ball gets across the 50, across the 45 to about the 43-yard line, where the Wildcats fall on it. The Middies may want to. Middies might want to invest in a soccer kicker to come over and kick away. So they're not giving away quite so much yardage. I'm sure in the day of multi-sport athletes, on a Thursday night, they could spare one soccer player. So Whittier comes to the line at about the 43-yard line. Number 14 with the handoff. He's met up the middle, he breaks through. He's met at about the 50 by a host of middies. Nate Como on the carry, the sophomore running back.
Second and 3.
So gets about 7 on the play, so it is about 2nd and 3, ball on the 50-yard line. At midfield looking over the D. Maybe that D will stand for defense tonight. Under center. Man in motion, number 12 hands off a quick hitter. Gets it up the middle, middies missed the tackle. That's 77 Drew Richardson, who had him in the backfield but got sweet stepped around. Little Walter Payton action. 51 Manny Farley's jogging off the field tenderly. Looks like he has a calf strain or didn't hydrate properly before the game. He's going to be stretched out by a teammate, number 68 for the middies. Tim Dean comes in to replace him. They're getting it down, getting in position. Looks like a 62 defense, 6 down linemen, 2 defensive backs. And toss again to number 14, Como. Como gets across. He's going to go up the sideline. Number 12's in pursuit. Can he get him? No, he will not. Touchdown. Wildcats, number 14, Nathan Como outraces Jaden Ogbedai for the touchdown with 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it's 50 for the Whittier Wildcats, 16 for the Mighty Meaties. Nothing too extravagant about that, just a quick little toss, takes it off tackle. Inside the tackle, dive for the guard, and he's gone all the way. Middies can look at that in film session tomorrow afternoon after classes are over. And they're calling the athletic trainer over again from the Whittier sideline. Whittier puts in a substitution on their line, number 73 it looks like. Cillian Hardy. Kick is away. Oh, kick is blocked. Middies get in there. Who was that? Number 75 and number 50. Jules Cabrera Gonzalez and Ben Boateng were there even before the ball made it to the kicker. And so the score remains with 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. Whittier Wildcats 50, your Dracut Middies 16 here from Beaudry Field. Right in there. The ball didn't beat him there, but 50. What a play, Ben Boateng. Luckily, he kept his hands down because that ball could have caused some damage. Waiting for the kickoff. And the ball is away. Ball will be taken at about the 22-yard line by the Middies. Number 3, Bryce Cancam returns it just over the 32, about the 32-yard line. Where it will be 1st and 10 Middies with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. start on the snap, not on the official signal. Change of possession. The ball is actually at the 30, so 2 less than what I thought they were going to give him. Middy's in a tight formation, I formation behind. Cole takes the snap. He throws it deep. He's throwing it to Boras. Boras is behind the defense. Let's go, Andre. Oh, no, he's pulled down at the 10-yard line. Andre Boras might have pulled a muscle there. Number 5 with the tackle there. Are they calling for the trainer again? Yes, they are. Josiah Castro with the tackle, the junior defensive back. Let's take a look at that play. That was beautiful. Well, we have the injury timeout. Let's take a look at that play. Cole gets on his back foot, just lofts up there, and then we lose the picture, of course. Or I lose it. And he just races down there. He gets, almost had a horse collar tackle that might have pulled a hammy or some type of leg muscle, and then gets hit in the leg as he's trying to regain his footing. So just another inopportune injury for the Middies. All the players around the field taking a knee in deference to their comrade in arms, we'll call it. Looks like the training room will be full tomorrow afternoon and throughout school tomorrow. Jermaine McKenzie over there with his injured player. The Whittier athletic trainer over there as well. Looks like trying to stretch out the hamstring and the calf muscle. Trinity EMS walking across the field as the trainers for this evening's contest for the Dracut side. Two Midi linemen jog over there to help their teammate back to the sidelines, it looks like. And they pull him up. And they're going to carry, they're going to arm under arm. Boras says, no thanks, I'll walk. Manny Farley jogs down there, it looks like. He too, no, that was Ben Boateng, number 50. So McKenzie talks to his troops, sends them out in formation while they're waiting for him to come back. McKenzie himself is going to go over there and try to, nope, McKenzie's going to talk to the official or grab something off the field. I don't know what it is. McKenzie getting his steps in with all these injuries on the far side of the field and having to talk to his players. As he walks back across the field, he repositions his receivers. Boras is up. Quick keeper, number 4. Does he get around the corner? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Mitty. Looks to be number 4. No, it's Robbie Truong, number 6. With the touchdown, making it Whittier 50, Middies 22. Score's not been put up on the scoreboard. I'm waiting to find out if I missed a flag of some kind. Back to live action. Middies will once again look like stay in the I formation behind, with Cole behind. There he goes, wide. Easy there. Truong with a PAT carry for 2 more points. 24 for the Middies, 50 for the Whittier Wildcats. And that's the end of the third quarter here from Beaudry Field here on the campus of Dracut High School, where the score is Whittier 50, Dracut 24. We'll be back in a minute with fourth quarter action here on Dracut Access Television. And as we start the fourth quarter, the Middies band starts playing "We Will Rock You." Correction, it's the PA system playing "We Will Rock You," and the band members just rocking out to it. Let's see what the Middies can do here. Truong to kick off. Will it be another squib? It will be. Ball goes to the 10. He's touched it. It's a live ball. Middies on the ball. Number 10. Derek Twum, the wide receiver. Twum, a senior for your marching Middies, or mighty Middies. Did he touch it before the 10 yards, or are they going to give him Middies first and 10? Yep, nope, Middies will have the first and 10 option at the 49-yard line. It was awfully close. Nope, I think we have a disagreement. Who's going where? Nope, Middies have the football. First and 10, 11:56 to go in the fourth quarter. High formation, number 1. Nope, it's Cole. He rolls out right. He's under some duress. He shot, puts the ball downfield to number 1, Andre Boras, incomplete. Looked to be maybe fairly close to the line of scrimmage, but there's no flag on the play, so it will remain second and 10 for the Middies. Ball at their own 49-yard line. Ryan Cole in the shotgun. Truong behind him, slightly offset. Takes it, fakes it, gets a block, throws the ball. Boja can't get past the defender. He tried to come back for the ball and lost his footing. And so it's going to be third and 10 for the Middies. 11:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Trailing by 26 with the football at midfield. This is 4-down territory for the Middies if they want to come back and win this football game. Cole tries to get them to jump. Throws it quickly to Boras. Boras cuts across. He's on his feet. He's at the 40. He's at the 38. First down, Middies. Nick Almanzar was there at the very end, but couldn't take him down before he got the first down. So it's first and 10, ball at the 38-yard line, 11:20 and counting here for the Middies. Cole gets the call from the sidelines. He's got trips to the far side left. Single option, Boja down here. McKenzie down on the field, pushing his wide receivers out, trying to get their splits correct. Cole takes it, hands it off to Truong. Truong around the left end. He's to the corner. He cuts it up. He's at the 30, maybe the 29, just short of a first down. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it just inside the 30. He's going to be inches short. First, second and 1. 10:48 and counting on the clock. Cole gets it again. Truong behind him. Twins to the right. He looks again. He throws it out wide. Boras has it. He cuts around the out. He's down inside. That's a horse collar tackle. There's the flag, 15 yards. Right in front of the official. Blatant and bold by the Whittier Wildcats, who I'm quite certain have some of their backups in there. David Tatiosian, the junior linebacker, was down there close. Sean Boja Trying to get a couple of extra yards, I think, out of the official. It should be 15 on top of that, I believe.
Horsepower on the defense.
Should be a personal foul, I believe. Ball will be taken inside the 20 to about the 11-yard line. First and 10 for the Middies. They can get a first down. Nope, chains are down, so it's first and goal. So ball's got to be right on the 10-yard line there. Cole hands off to Truong. Truong up the middle. He gets inside the 10, and he's flung down by number 9 of the Whittier Wildcats, Eric Talley, junior linebacker. Boras and Cole come to the sideline, get the call. Boras comes up. He's inside hash. Boja's on the outside hash on the 10-yard line, lining up. Number 2 is going to cover. Anderson Pineda is going to cover Boja. Boja should be cutting inside for this, going across the middle. Linebackers are up. Cole's going to fake, fakes again, gets thrown to the ground by number 58 for the defense, Samuel DeMello. We got a hard whistle there. I don't see a flag. Timeout Middies. Ball will be out at the 19-yard line. Loss of about 9 on the play. I think the Middies were kind of hoping that they were going to get a horse collar tackle on that one, or a takedown, a wrestling takedown. No such luck for the Middies offense. I don't even think that's legal in high school wrestling, but we can look at it again. He fakes once there. He tries to get out. That was close to being, I think his hand, number 58's hand, was underneath the shoulder pads. Cole's begging for it on that. No such luck. Middies return to the huddle, 3rd and 17. Ball on the 19-yard line, so it's just, they can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but the Middies need a touchdown inside of 9.5 minutes to go in this game. Cole, nope, Boras has it. He's going to go around down. He's going to be met by a number of defenders there, 3 to be exact, led by Nick Almanzar. It's going to be ball at the 18, so he gets about a yard. Needs 17 more or 16 more to get to the 2-yard line. Middies are going for it. They don't have, field goals does them no good, and punting it definitely does them no good. They're going to go for it. Boras with the ball again. He tries to fake to the other side. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage where he's going to turn the football over on downs. Looks to be about the 13-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats of Whittier. First and 10, 8:53 to go in the game. Once again, we'd like to thank St. Jacques Jean d'Arc Credit Union for their support of Middies athletics. They had the #1 finger, foam fingers given out by 2 Dracut Midi alum, Heather Rourke Pintal and Christine Wilkie Germain. Carry for the Wildcats is out to about the 20-yard line, where it will be 2nd and about 4. Looking into the field lights, sometimes hard to discern numbers. Number 13 remains in at quarterback. That's Giorgio Goldasis, the senior. And it's a scrum, rugby scrum. He takes the ball. He's met at the last second by a Middies defender. That looks to be about, looks good to be a first down, but the tackle was by Manny Farley, I believe, number 50. No, Ben Boateng is 50. But it will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats here at Beaudry Field. Clock continues to tick down, 7:50 and counting. Tight formation for the Wildcats offense. 13 remains under center. takes it, tosses it to number 2, who follows the rugby scrum up the middle. A number of middies meet him there. So it's Anderson Pineda again. He gets probably about 5. Nope, that's not an injury. Just a teammate helping a teammate up. Wildcats willing to let this clock tick down with a 26-point lead. Under 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Middies have 7 men on the line of scrimmage, it looks like. 6 men on the line of scrimmage, stunted to the left. And ball taken right up the middle. Number 75 for the Middies on the tackle of who was it? I missed who was running the ball, but 75 is Jules Cabrera Gonzalez with the tackle.
Granted first down.
So Wildcats given the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from their 34-yard line. Middies 30, yeah, their own 34-yard line. So we go to our end zone, our brand new end zone shot. Wildcats remain under center. Quick bunch formation. Trying to get the middies to jump, perhaps. They're going to do a little toss. They're going to cut it back up the middle. He stopped at the line of scrimmage again. Number 51. Manny Farley on the stop. Throws the man to the ground. Number 14. Nathan Como, the sophomore running back. A 1-yard gain. Remains 2nd and 9. Ball at the 35-yard line. 5:15 and counting on the clock. Gildasis gets the play, jogs in from the sideline. Middies make a quick lineman change. Stout in the middle, middies. They've got keep 6, maybe 7 close to the line. Middies off, little counter play. Up the middle. Ball's over the 42, about the 41 for number 11. Nathan Brown, the senior running back. Brown's done some damage today. I believe he's got 1 touchdown. Referee throws back the center's towel to him. Defensive coaches are giving some instruction to their players from the sideline. Wildcats come into to the line. Ball on the 41. Man in motion. They quick counter up the middle. He's following the line. Somebody's got to tackle him. There they are. Middies tackle Nick Almanzar, but not before he has a Wildcat first down. Ball was at the 41. Ball is now at their own 45. Defensive coaches are begging their players to submarine the line, cut down the lineman so that there is no ability for a running back to get his legs churning. He's going to have to jump over them. See what the middies do on their defensive line now. They stay high again. They're trying to get low. They can't get low enough as the ball carrier for the Wildcats. Number 11 again, Brown, submarines and gets to the 41-yard line before he's taken down by a host of middies. Middies swap in number 52, Augustine Boateng, the sophomore lineman. He comes in for number 78. Jason Sergi, another sophomore defensive lineman. Coach is coaching up the linemen as they come off, telling them what they want them to do, trying to keep them off of the field of play so they don't get called for a penalty for either the coach or the lineman. Again, this year's a run, and again we have a rugby scrum. Ball's over the 35, it appears. Yep, and at the bottom of that pile is number 75, Jules Cabrera Gonzalez, with the stop. Augie Boateng comes off the field. On the field comes number 73, Adrian Morales, a junior defensive lineman. Meady's rotating their linemen in, trying to talk to them, trying to coach them up as they learn in this 2023 season. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Again, number 12 hands it off quick. Meady's got to stop them. They got to tackle him high. Nobody goes for his legs. We got a flag on the play late. Is this a personal foul, late hit? What are we calling? Can't quite see. I think it's going to be called against the Middies. Maybe for a late hit of some kind. Waiting to hear what it is. The official comes over to this side. He's talking to, I believe, a Middies defensive coach. Still have not seen a signal for what it is, but they're going to march it off against the Middies, whatever the penalty may be. Ball is taken down inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats of Whittier. As an old school MBC fan, I keep wanting to say Wilmington when we talk about Wildcats, but they're now in the Middlesex League and have been for a number of years. I formation for the Wildcats, tight I. Pushing forward with the quarterback. He's going to get over the, get just outside the 10 where he's met by a host of middies. Number 12 on that carry. Again, that's Billy Galvin, junior quarterback. So middies, as their coaching staff keeps telling them, need to get lower and prevent that forward motion. Make these guys jump up in the air or get to the outside where assistance can be had. Inside of a minute to go in this game. Middies trailing 50-24. Wildcats driving. Will they take a knee inside of a minute? And they will. Mercy is mine, saith the Lord. Number 12, Billy Galvin takes the knee, and we should have one more play before the end of this game. Middies put up a somewhat valiant fight, but as often the case here in Middies Nation, they come up just a little short. Coach Jermaine McKenzie has some things he can, some positive things he can say to his team, but they will drop to 1-1 on the season, and he'll have to wait till next Thursday night, where the Hopkinton Hillers invade Dracut's Beaudry Field for a non-league contest. Thank you once again for joining us tonight on Dracut Access Television, where the final score is Whittier 15, Dracut 24. Thank you for joining us. See you again soon.